class 11 business studies. We will be going to discuss one more concept related with the sole proprietorship form of business organization. Today in this session we will be going to discuss about some of the merits and the demerits of the sole proprietorship form of business, advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so we will be discussing the advantages or merits first. So when we are talking about the merits of the sole proprietorship business, what are the various benefits we are getting if we are doing the business in this particular form? So the first benefit which we are getting in this form, that is easy to start and end. This form of business, it is very easy to start this form of business and it is also very easy to end this form of business, because there are not so much legal formalities involved and there is no much requirement of any license, only apart from the few business related with the medicines and drugs which we have to take the license. So small formalities are there, and for closing the business also we do not have to take the permission from any of the authority. कोई जरूरत नहीं है ना, किसी भी तरीके की रिक्वायरमेंट परमिशन से रिलेटेड, गवर्नमेंट की परमिशन की बात अगर हो तो नहीं है। लाइसेंस सिर्फ कुछ केस में जब मेडिसिन या आप एक्सप्लोसिव्स या ड्रग्स का भी बिजनेस कर रहे हैं तो आपको लाइसेंस की जरूरत पड़ती है, अदरवाइज दैट इज आल्सो नॉट रिक्वायर्ड एंड इट इज आल्सो वेरी इजी टू क्लोज दिस बिजनेस। क्लोजर की फॉर्मेलिटीज भी नहीं है, आप जब चाहे अगर आपको बिजनेस कंटिन्यू नहीं करना है तो यू कैन डू दिस बिजनेस। देन कम्स द नेक्स्ट थिंग दैट इज रिलेटेड विद प्रॉम्प्ट डिसीजन। All the decisions are being taken by the sole proprietor only. He is the only person who is taking each and every decision related with the business. So there is no need for that person to consult to anyone related with any of the business affairs. So whatever decisions are being taken in this form of business are prompt decision. Quickly you can take the decision because you are not relying on any other person to take the decision. बड़े आसानी से आप ये काम कर सकते हैं क्योंकि आप किसी दूसरे व्यक्ति पर निर्भर नहीं है, किसी और से आपको पूछना भी नहीं है, तो जितने भी बिजनेस के डिसीजन हैं वो बहुत जल्दी लिए जाते हैं। Then comes choice of business. Okay, freedom. We are talking about freedom in choice of business. You are free to select any form of business activity in this form of business organization. Freedom in choice of business. Whatever type of business you want to do, you are free to select on your own. Okay, आपको पूरा freedom है, आप किस प्रकार का business करना चाहते हैं। If you want to do manufacturing business, you want to do the retailing business, you want to do the small level business, or little big level should be big. So it's all up to you what type of business you want to do. You can select your own business. You are free in this form of business. Okay. Then comes, you are only the person who will be claiming all the profits of the business. ये फायदा होता है इसका, sole claim on profit. So all the profit of the business will go to the sole proprietor only, because there is no one to share the profits of the business. Whatever decision you are taking in your business, whatever activities you are doing in your business, and due to that if you are earning anything, so you are solely responsible for claiming that profit also. There is no need for you to share this profit with anyone else. Okay. Then comes personal contact. Growth of the personal contact will take place. Okay. So in this form of business organization you develop a personal relationship and your bonding becomes so strong that this relationship continues for a very long term period. So personal contact is also one of the benefit which you are getting from this form of business. your relations are developed and you are having a strong bonding with the other parties, suppliers or maybe sometimes customers also, and this type of bonding or relationship are continued for a very long term period. Then comes secrecy. Another advantage of this form of business, secrecy. You can maintain the secrets of the business because it is not compulsory for you to share any secrets of the business with any other person, as you are the only person who are taking the decision. Okay, so if the sole proprietor is taking all the decision, then he only knows this thing, that what are the various secrets of the business and how he is doing his business. So there is no need for him to discuss the secrets of the business with anyone else. So all the business affairs can be remain in a secret form if you are not disclosing those type of affairs to anyone else. So secrecy will be maintained in this form of business because there is no need for you to publish the account in front of the public. There is no need for you to get your books of account inspected by any other person also. So all the secrets of the business will remain in this business. Then comes flexibility. This form of business is very flexible. Flexibility means you can expand this form of business anytime, you can curtail this form of business anytime. If you are not interested in doing the business, you can cut short the business, you can reduce the size of the business, you can increase the size of the business if your business is going good. So this flexibility is provided in this form of business organization, that is sole proprietorship form. So flexibility is another character which is flexibility is another advantage of this form of business. So overall we have discussed the various advantages or the merits of the sole proprietorship form of business. Now if there are merits, then definitely there will be certain demerits. So demerits, when we talk about what are the drawbacks or the disadvantages of this form of business. The first drawback of this form of business is unlimited liability. If the liability of the sole proprietor is unlimited in this form of business. Okay. So when we are talking about this particular disadvantage, sometimes what happens if the business suffers the losses, then the personal assets of the proprietors are also being used for paying off the debts of the business, because business and proprietor are not separate here in this form of business organization. Okay, there is no separate legal existence of business in this form of business organization. So proprietor is fully responsible for paying off all the debts or the losses of the business if something goes wrong in the business, and for that his personal assets may also be utilized. So this is one of the major drawbacks, that this form of business is having an unlimited liability. Then comes, in this form of business there is one limitation related with the managerial efficiencies or capacities. Limited managerial point of view of this particular topic, when we are talking about the limited managerial capacity, that means one person, he cannot manage each and every activity of the business, because there are number of activities which are being done in the business related with the different affairs of the business. So a person cannot be efficient in taking all the types of decisions. Let's say if it is related with production, if it is related with sales, marketing, so there are number of activities which we have to do in the business. So person may have the efficiency in taking some of the decision in a very good manner, but he is not capable of taking some decision in a good manner. If that person is very efficient in selling the product, might be that person is not able to take the effective decision related with the purchase of the material or managing the funds of the business. So there is a limited managerial capacity, which is also one of the another drawback, due to which this type of business is not growing, okay, because the one person is not able to take all the decision effectively and efficiently. Then comes uncertain line. There is uncertain line of this form of business. Because if something happens to the proprietor, okay, and if he becomes physically disabled or if there is a death of the proprietor, then in that case the business will not continue. That business will automatically come to an end. So the life of this type of business is very uncertain. Okay, एकदम uncertain है. कभी भी proprietor हो गया और वो physically disabled हो गया या मान लीजिए उसकी मृत्यु हो गई, तो उस कंडीशन में ये business automatically बंद हो जाएगा. So uncertainty in the lifespan of business. Then come limited resources. Another drawback of this form of business is limitation in the collection of resources. Whatever resources can be collected by the sole proprietor in his individual capacity, he can get only those resources. So when the resources are limited in this form of business, so there is very difficulty or it is very difficult to grow and expand this form of business. Because if this form of business needs the money or the funds, so the money or the funds which can be collected by the sole proprietor depends on the amount of the assets which he is possessing. So on the basis of that thing only he can get the money or the funds from the market. So there is a limitation in that, due to which the business cannot grow. Then comes quick and hasty decision. When we are talking about the quick decision, so sometimes when we are taking the decisions quickly, so these decisions become hasty decisions. That means the decisions may prove wrong. Sometimes this thing also take place. जब आप जल्दबाजी में कोई डिसीजन लेते हैं और जल्दी करते हैं किसी भी डिसीजन को लेने में, without giving a second thought on the consequences of that, then sometimes you suffer the losses. So quick and hasty decision is also one of the drawback of this form of organization. क्योंकि जल्दीबाजी में डिसीजन लेने में कई बार हमारे जो डिसीजन है वो गलत हो जाते हैं, जिसका सीधा इफेक्ट इट इज टेकिंग प्लेस ऑन दिस फॉर्म ऑफ बिजनेस. So these were some of the merits and the demerits of the sole proprietorship form of business which we have discussed today in this session, and hope you understand that what are the advantages of this form of business and what are the disadvantages of this form of business. And by going through this concept, that is the advantage and the disadvantage, now you can say this thing that in which form of business organization the sole proprietorship is suitable. When we are talking about this thing, so sole proprietorship is suitable in those form of business organization where the management can be done by only one person, where there is the less risk involved, where the capital investment involvement is not very high, and where the chances of or the opportunities of the growth are also not there, expansion are also not there. So these are the various forms of business in which sole proprietorship form of business organization can be suitable. Okay, so now hope each and everything is clear to you and you are able to understand the merits, demerits, and where it is suitable. Thank you and have a nice day.